Now, there was a reason I was winding down low in the last segment. It's because this one went and fog up the place, at least through El Dorado East Secondary Blues Orchestra, Steel Orchestra. I almost said a Blue Steel Orchestra, and I made it my own. They are definitely making sure that the Panorama, Junior Panorama seat, is going to get some Marshall Montano with a little bit of a twist. And to tell me more about it, we are joined by some of those players and, of course, manager Miss Nyasha Lane Ford, who is also music teacher.
Yes.
And telling me all about the journey towards Junior Panorama. Good morning and welcome to the Now Morning Show.
Good morning. It's lovely to be here.
It is, because it's good music on good instruments.
Yes, good music, good instruments. Being back at TTT is a childhood memory for me.
Is it?
I was telling one of the producers, TTT is like part of my upbringing here with my dad growing up. So it's really nice being...
Full circle moment.
Yes,
full circle moment. Because not only are you here, but your son is here.
My son is here, yes.
And I'm sure as a teacher, these are all your children. So bringing them onto the set to talk about something you love is beautiful.
Yes.
Now, we've been talking about Junior Panorama in our own experiences, but you have seen more than one Junior Panorama.
Yes, definitely.
What will 2025 hold for Eldo?
Wow, 2025 for El Dorado East is excitement. We have been working really hard since we actually started this tune around September last year. We've been working really hard towards this Panorama road, and now that we are here, we are really, really proud of our kids, excited, just can't wait to see what Sunday brings, you know?
Now, when you say working really hard, let's talk hours, let's talk training and practice. Okay. Students have school full-time.
They have school full-time, practice on the weekends, and we go until like 6, now we go until 7, sometimes close to 8. So, and then some of our players go to other bands after. So it's like school, pan, and more pan, back to school, you know?
Because beyond Junior Panorama, there were senior bands.
They are with senior bands. So it's a really hectic schedule for everyone.
Wow. Now, somebody who could tell us about that hectic schedule would be our arranger, Christian. So, Christian, morning.
Hi, good morning.
I want to ask immediately what it's like to work with teenagers, especially since you're not that much of an adult yourself. I want you to hold that mic closer.
Yeah. Working with these kids, it's really a special opportunity because I remember my time playing with School Panorama, and funny enough, the first school that I actually played for Panorama was El Dorado East, even though that I went to Holy Cross College. Working with these kids, it is special because you could see the drive that they have. It's crazy, and to see a lot of them come from not being able to hold sticks or not being able to roll and being able to execute a song like this is truly an amazing experience.
Right, to give them some difficulty there in this one. What was the thought process behind selecting this Marshall?
Well, one day me and my co-arranger, Mr. John Jackman, we're both final year students doing our bachelor's in musical arts in UE. And we were sitting down and we were discussing what was the song that we wanted to pick. So we were scrolling through YouTube, and we didn't want to go with an old song, but we also didn't want to go with a new song. And then we ended up falling right on the fog, and we decided, yeah, that's the one.
What a place to fall. Now, when you were talking about coming from not being able to hold sticks or not able to do rolls, I saw Jane give a little head nod there. Jane, what was your journey like? Was this your introduction to pan in terms of Panorama, or something that you've been doing for a little while?
I have been playing pan for a good while now, for about
in your long life.
4 years. No more like about 4 years, 5 years, so
right.
It was a good while.
But were you one of those persons who had trouble initially?
I wouldn't say I had much trouble because I kind of experienced, because I have a family who does play pan all over and things, so I kind of used to it and things.
So tell me then, in terms of that pride that we all see and that commitment that you all dedicate to these sort of endeavors, tell me what it means to you to be a part of your school's steel orchestra representing them in Junior Panorama. How would you describe that?
It means a lot to me to be able to represent all other lovely students and them, because to see all of them come out and support us, because some of them kind of sometimes But when we play in pan, I think everybody just come out and do the support and they just bring good vibes and things. So to be part of that, making other people happy and other students, encouraging them to do what they want, to do what they like.
Right.
It's a good feeling.
I could imagine. Now, Miss, I know you have one of the best feelings because you oversee all of this and you manage this. But what do you hope for beyond the Junior Panorama for these students? I know with our Christian, we've seen what can happen.
Yes.
What is the hope for everybody else?
Well, before I say my hope, I want to mention Miss Jill Sampson. She's also co-manager with me.
Okay.
And we also have a past pupil, Mr. Rashid Guy, who is also assisting us,
Nice.
and he's working there. Our hopes for our kids, wow. When people really say Pan is in good hands, I step back and I look at them, Junior Panorama, and I'm like, wow, mommy, sister, I call everybody. I'm telling you all, Pan is in good hands. You know, we see our kids going out there, we see our kids, some of them are making money now playing Pan. Whereas back in our day, we didn't have those opportunities to make that, you know, amount of money. So we are really developing wonderful musicians, professionals, entrepreneurs, you know, so the sky's the limit with us.
I'm hoping that is the case.
Yes.
Because in terms of young arrangers, we see there's a dedicated space for them. But it also means that they could introduce some complexity that more traditional and older heads, as we say, may not have. Tell me about the arrangement that we're going to be hearing, well, part of this morning, in terms of the dynamics and complexities particularly.
Well, in terms of arranging for secondary school, I think it's probably Junior Panorama on a whole, it might be one of the hardest arrangements that me and Mr. Jackman have ever
Why
put
is
out.
that?
It's complex. We had to bring on our very skilled drill master, Mr. Josiah Didier.
They shake their head on Josiah too.
There's so many working parts on each pan, and there's so much complexity within the music. There's so many layers to it that getting the kids to play it and understand what their role is. Yes, everybody has nice music, but there's a time that you need to play that nice music. There's a time that the tenors might have to play out while the basses might need to hold back a little bit more.
Right.
So it's really finding that balance to suit what the music really needs.
Real pan players speak here. The average person who's just listening to enjoy is like, boy, this took about another time. But there's a lot of choreography involved in this as well, because as I say, there are times when the frontline pans will be starring, the bass might be getting their movement. What is that like in terms of making sure that they stay focused, Miss? Would you say this is a group that was challenged? Oh, she look at the sky. She look at Jesus.
Actually getting them to be in sync with, I mean, it's not just teaching them to play pan, you're teaching some how to dance in time, how to move. We're doing this time, we do it, right? So trying to get the entire production together, we call it a production.
It is.
It is really challenging because, believe it or not, yes, we have, it's baby steps. So we are past the baby steps phase. This group has been very willing and very, you know, they have worked well together in terms of getting all the music together. And no, this part is going to be louder, this part. We have to dance here, we have to jump here. So it is coming together really well.
Tell me, in terms of ages or even classes, are we looking at more senior students or do we have some juniors as well?
Well, this is Gabriel, and Gabriel is in Form 1, and he is a player out there already for a bit. He's playing with Exodus.
Right.
Melina is in Form 4. And so we have a cross-section, a wide cross-section from all the forms. 6th form, all the way, yeah.
Sounds good, sounds good. And so good luck to you in terms of coordinating and continuing to nurture that. But if we were to look forward to a particular pan, your personal perspective, because we were talking before, is a pan lady long time.
For me, my pan is the tenor.
All right, you're doing there.
Sorry. That's my sister and I, the tenor is our thing.
All right.
Right, but
I will ask the arranger as well. Do you have a preferred pan that you like to play?
I would say preferred pan for me would be the double tenor. However, my favorite pan overall would have to be the cello pan, which our captain plays.
She's like, yeah, I get extra
We
points
couldn't
there.
bring a cello pan for her today.
No cello pan today,
No.
but we have a tenor, well, 2 tenors and a double pan.
And a double tenor.
All right, so that we'll get a little sample
little.
of what. Oh, she said just a little.
Yeah,
You know,
a real
the
simple
schools know
sample.
What happening.
No, secret. We're keeping it basic.
But you know, as we talk about secrets, right?
Yes.
I always aspire to be a flag woman in a panorama. So I just want to know if you're recruiting, if you have any openings.
Yes,
still.
for you, yes, definitely. Because you're done in the correct color. You're in the color. You're ready.
This morning
It's
we're taking a little
deliberate.
panorama here on the
Yes.
morning show, and I need a flag because I need to hear a little something. So while we are going to give them the chance to shine as they always do on stage, we're going to make sure that you guys are heading to the Junior Panorama this weekend and taking in some of the performances, much like we will get this morning. I want to say a special good morning and thank you to who we have with us this morning. So, of course, Christian for the arranger on the double tenor as well. Jade Wallen is the band captain, and to Malene on the tenor, as well as Gabriel on the tenor. We are going to hear some of what El Dorado East Secondary Blue Steel Orchestra has to offer for the upcoming Junior Panorama. Take it away, guys. Marag. I'm ready. Well, let it play for me. Wait, I think.